So I've been getting a ton of comments recently on how to Skadi fly, or how do you do the leaping technique, or whatever you want to call it. Basically with Skadi, you can actually fly. She kind of becomes a flanker if you know how to do this technique. And it isn't anything that's necessarily going to get you banned or anything like that. It is technically a mechanic in the game that you are allowed to use. It's not an exploit or anything like that. It is totally legal to use this technique. You're not going to get banned, like I said. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it today. It is a very common thing in a lot of like hero type shooter games like Overwatch, for example, where you actually can do an ability cancel. And that's exactly what this is. You are canceling her second ability with her first ability, and it basically creates this sort of momentum effect, and it allows you to fly with Skadi, or flank, or leap, or whatever you want to call it. I call it Skadi flying because I think it sounds cool. So let's jump over into the training grounds. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this, the perfect timings of it all. And it does take quite a bit to kind of get used to it. So definitely practice this in the training grounds before you actually jump in. So we are here in the training grounds with my girl Skadi. You can do this with any skin that you want in the game. It does not matter. I'm just using this skin because I think it's really cool. But the skin does not matter at all. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever your preference is. So the way that you do this, like I said, you are activating her second ability and then canceling it with her first ability, all in the sense of like while you're moving and while you're jumping. And it's the best way to do it is to jump. And basically I can show you from here. So let's get on top of this box. If I move forward, jump, activate her second ability, and then immediately hold her first ability, it'll cause this leaping effect. And you kind of want to like angle it. So let me show you. So you're going to jump, hold, cancel, and then you're going to end in this, you know, her playing her guitar, her sticky trap. Basically, like I said, it is a cancel. So whenever you do use this sort of technique, it is going to use both of your abilities if you do it correctly. So that's why it's not necessarily like cheating or anything, because you are using both of your abilities to do this effect. You have to have both abilities available on cooldown in order for this to work. So let me show you again. Move, jump, hold, cancel. And then you can utilize her sticky trap to push you in a direction. So a lot of the times when people use this, they'll actually turn around right before they're about to land and shoot the sticky trap to push them in the direction that they're wanting to go. You can, you know, cancel the direction by going a different direction. So say I wanted to go to this wall, but I wanted to cancel and go this way. So let's do it. And then I can do this and cancel and go this way instead of going in that direction. So you can use it to redirect yourself. You can use it to even stick people with her first ability. So like if I wanted to hit this Victor right here, I can aim it and shoot him with my first ability as I'm doing this giant leap over a map or whatever the case may be. You're going to jump in, use it, and you have to have both. So that didn't work right there because I didn't have both on cooldown. So keep that in mind. You have to have both abilities on cooldown in order for this to work. So we're going to jump, we're going to cancel it. We can then sticky trap and then go from there. So for some reason, the sticky trap didn't stick the Victor just now. Maybe I was just a little too off. But like I said, it does use both of your abilities. So you want to actually kind of keep that in mind whenever you are using this technique, because you will be out of your abilities if you do it correctly. Like I said, go into the training grounds, definitely practice this. It is jump, second ability, cancel with your first ability, hold that first ability, and let go when you want. So moving, jump, hold, jump, click, hold. Think about it that way. So jump, click, hold. Jump, second, first. Holding your first, you just have to activate the second ability. So jump, hold, go. Super easy. You can do short little jumps. You can do far jumps. Definitely practice. It does take some time to get used to this. It is something that is not going to be super easy to do right away, but you can actually get some like crazy height with it. I mean, I went from over there in the door to up here, and then I'm still holding my ability, my sticky trap, whenever I land. So then you can like maybe jump into a fight and then like wait behind a corner, then utilize your sticky trap. You don't have to shoot it. You just have to hold it. A lot of the times this works really well from getting back from like spawn after you die back into a fight. I use this a lot on elephants or even Emmental. But like you can go some distance and you can actually get some crazy like shots like off like buildings and stuff. and then you can utilize that and then get back into a fight however you want. So, I mean, I went from all the way over there over to here. Like, that's a crazy distance that you can cover with this. I would suggest trying to do it off of like platforms. You can also do it on like Old Bazaar. There's a really cool jump pad that you can do it off of if you're on the attack, or if you're on the defending side pushing towards the first control point. There is that one jump pad that allows you to kind of get some crazy distance. You can do this literally anywhere. So let's use this. Oh, I did it wrong. See, that's another thing. You really need to learn the timing of how this works. So definitely be practicing, because if you do mess it up, you're basically just going to pull out your sticky trap. And that's something that you don't want to do. So let's try this again. Activate, hold, and then shoot in the direction I want to go. So I went from that jump pad over here on Old Bazaar, Old Medina. It's now changed. If you do hit that first bounce pad, and if you time it correctly, you can actually fly over the catwalk and make it to the control point. I've done it a couple of times. If you get the timing right on this, you're going to be able to go super far. Jump, click, hold, angle your direction. Now I'm a flanker behind this Victor. It's super simple. Just try to get in there, practice it as best you can. I'm going to throw up a gameplay right after this. We're going to go play a match, and I'm going to show you guys how it kind of works in action. But definitely be trying this as much as possible, practicing it. Move, jump, activate second, hold first immediately, and you'll fly. That's all you do. Let me know if you guys got it in the comments down below. Definitely, like I said, be practicing. Let's jump over to a game. I'll show you guys how it works. All right, so we got on Emmental. So you can see that I can do this right here and then like push myself over here. So I'm already that much further ahead than my teammates. So the Skadi flying definitely comes into effect right there. And by the time I'm going to need to fly again, I already have my abilities back. So I'm already kind of set up faster in my position wherever I need to be. And the cool thing about Emmental is it's so open that I can actually do one of these and kind of flank this Gloria. So now I'm behind the Gloria. She unfortunately died. I didn't get her, but now I'm in a better position to where I'm now taking an off angle. I'm hitting this Iris, and now I can also use it to kind of dive over. And see, I messed up there. So that's where you kind of really have to pay attention to how you're using it. And also practice, that way you don't mess up when you actually need to be able to do the flying at a very good, consistent rate. I am just going to hold my stick until I need it. We can go ahead and stick the shell. They're going to go ahead and clean up. My team's doing work. We do have the what is that? The Gloria over there. And Gloria is one of the heroes that I'm actually going to want to flank. So if Gloria stays over here, see, she's setting up. She's setting up her bombs. She knows the flank is coming. I don't have to be using the fly all the time. I can just sit here, get behind the Gloria if needed, go ahead and take her out, and now I can reposition. So definitely a lot more of a flanker now with the whole flying capabilities, and she's been able to do this for a while. But see, the shell's right here. We can actually go ahead and pick up the shell, see if we can get the diggy as well. Let's go. And now I can reposition over here if I want. And now I have this shot right here on the Gloria. I kind of figured Gloria was going to go one way or the other. And then, you know, I was correct in that sense because she did go this way. We can go ahead and take this little thing out and actually come over here. And I have the ability to now just jump straight across over there. So they do have a ruby on point. We can go ahead and stick the ruby. Let's go ahead and hit this right here on the diggy. We're going to go ahead and kill the diggy. And now we're just taking point. So it's super easy. I have both of my abilities back up. I can jump whenever I need to, and you can also use this to get out of fights, just kind of like in my Hua Ling video that I did yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever that was, where you can use your invisibility to kind of get out of situations if needed. So like right here, I'm kind of doing some stuff. I'm poking, doing whatever, and I see I messed up there. So that's where the consistency comes in. I'm still going to be able to use my stick, still going to be able to do something here with it. And you don't have to be using the abilities in order to fly. It's just something that you can do. So I can still utilize the abilities just the way that they were, you know, designed to be used. But if I need to do some sort of fly or flank or whatever the case may be, I can. We're going to take point. We're going to win the match. It's all good. 100-0. GG's. But you guys can see the potential of why flying is good. You can get in those back lanes. You can take those fights whenever you need. Let's give everybody likes because you guys did great. But you can see the potential of it because of the fact that it is something that you can do to do flanks. You can do really big plays. you can actually potentially do some really hard pushes and push them into spawn. There's so many uses that you can do with Skadi flying. So I hope you guys learned something new. It is very simple to do once you get the technique down. So definitely practice. And like I said, let me know in the comments if you guys figured it out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, peace out, guys.